is the approximately correct amount you want. Got a shuttle loaded up, probably with zealot bombs, and kind of late for any sort of a bulldog. This would not be considered a bulldog at this point. Very, very late, but still could drop some zealots up on that ledge, just to pepper those and annoy those siege tanks that will be positioned there. Wow, big push out coming up from Forgg. This is an extremely tank heavy push. Look at all these tanks, lots and lots of tanks, and they'll probably just be reinforced with straight up vultures after this. It looks like he's got 5, 7, 8 tanks right now. So after this, we'll probably see a spamming of vultures by Forgg to support this assault, and a lot of bunched up tanks there. Needs to be very, very careful pulling them back here. Very, very good pullback. He's got a couple tanks also sieged up in the background. Not losing very many tanks there. Guemchi not able to take out very many tanks. I think he's only lost 1, maybe 2 tanks. There's a lot of damaged tanks, but they can be repaired. And good job there by Forgg. A lesser player definitely could have been pincered there by those 2 groups of dragoons and the zealot bombs and lost a lot there. Forgg unfazed. Forgg looking very, very good in this game right now. With that quick command center doing a very, very good job of saving his tanks there. That is very, very crucial that he's able to save those tanks. And I hope those pylons make an actual wall. Almost looks like there's a gap in those first 2 at the top. I think there might be a slight gap. Maybe, maybe not. And mine almost going off, but the Dragoon's able to counter it. And now we see Forgg pushing out, gonna start pushing down the map. And yeah, what's the problem here for Forgg is that this is it's pretty long reinforcement. It's a pretty long route actually, and there's a big broadside that can come his way. You can kind of see how the tanks are positioned in a line right now, and the broadside could come directly across from that line, and that could be a problem for Forgg. That's not how you want tanks. You want tanks to be firing in a line from front to back, not left to right. So yeah, that's a little bit of a problem for him in terms of pushing out. That's kind of why we're seeing him going slowly. There's a lot of flank opportunities on this map. Going to be pushing out slowly, and this is a true slow push. Well, kind of a true slow push by Terran, getting turrets up along the way, and a DT there. And I think he sees it, and that DT gets owned, got hurt there pretty badly there. And Forgg starting to get those tanks are crawling into position. Guemchi needs that Arbiter to come out. We got a shuttle out here with some zealot bombs. Not sure if they'll be all too successful. Forgg able to unsiege in time. And gonna try and defuse some mines here, it looks like. Only able to defuse 1 mine. This is not a good position for Guemchi. Looks like he might be coming in for a flank with the units from the back. Forgg sees this is coming. He knows that this is coming. He's got a barracks being built as well. I don't know if a barracks probably just died, so he's just building it. Assimilator gets sieged down. That is painful for Guemchi. Only working off of 1 gas right now. Still doesn't have that 3rd base up and running. Looks like Forgg might actually be getting a 3rd base at the 11 o'clock position. And Guemchi needs to get a push out soon. Where's the Arbiter? That's my question. Where's the Arbiter? Maybe he just didn't have the gas for it. So even though he's committed the resources to the tech, he's just not able to do so, not able to use it. And Forgg sneaking some vultures and getting some probe kills. Now this is looking awful for Guemchi. It looks like Guemchi's deciding to go for a little bit of a counterattack here, and Forgg, I don't know how much force he has back at home, but Guemchi is going for a counterattack and being forced to pull back just from a couple of tanks here, and gonna lose at least a couple of dragoons here, losing 1 dragoon, but both tanks are gonna go down at least. So there's something for Guemchi, but just not looking good here for Guemchi. Those vultures could do so much damage. He could definitely take a small group of those vultures and dash them in, but he's gonna wait for that for a little bit here. Gonna defend this push. Needs to get the vultures in front. The vultures need to be in front. It looks like they're gonna be defending the 2nd line of tanks, the big clump of tanks being pretty well defended here, and there's more tanks behind it, and I don't know if Guemchi has enough units. Guemchi doesn't have enough units. The entire force for Guemchi goes down. He's able to take down the front tanks, but not enough. Not enough has been taken down here by Guemchi. Forgg can just roll right in right now. He can just leapfrog tanks, reinforce with vultures that he should be able to take this game down. Guemchi is in a world of hurt right now. Arbiter finally out. Need to get some scans up, but there are turrets at various locations. More turrets being brought up now, and Guemchi is in trouble. Trouble, trouble, big time. He's going to be really struggling right now in losing that natural nexus, so really only mining off of 1 base. I still don't know if that 3rd base is up yet. It certainly doesn't have very much probe saturation, and Guemchi has all but lost this game at this point. He just doesn't have the units even to do a last desperation push out. Does have that base up, his 3rd is up, so he's mining off of it with 1 entire probe, so not much going for him here, and Guemchi is pretty much out of this. Not much left to do. I'm gonna see Forgg just keep leapfrogging forward, throwing up some turrets here, and for Guemchi's going to take them down, but he's going to take some damage on a lot of his units for it, and he's just long distance mining at this point, Guemchi. This is awful for him, and Arbiter maybe will be able to get one stasis off, able to take down some building there. Don't think it really matters. With one stasis, I mean, if he gets a miraculous stasis, he might be able to delay the inevitable, maybe able to push out for a little bit longer. We got some vultures going down to the third base now. Forgg noticing this and realizing that this is coming his way, and he's going to be able to defend his third as well. And these vultures are just slowly going to pick off the pylon, but there's nothing that Guemchi can do about it. There's no way he can reinforce it with units. He doesn't have a forge up, so he can't throw up cannons anywhere. He's going to lose this third base entirely as well. So Guemchi is essentially only mining off of one base, and that base is probably getting low on minerals as well. And yeah, Guemchi is done. Guemchi is absolutely done. Got a second Arbiter out here. Maybe he'll have two stasises now. And going for a little bit of a push out here. Going to pick off one tank. Good job there. Only taking a couple hits on the Arbiter. Good strategy there. Going to go for a recall. But the problem is that if he recalls as a force, that he can't defend. So it's kind of like you can go for base, but Guemchi doesn't have another base after he loses his base. So here comes the Arbiter getting recalled. And it just, great. He might do some damage, but it doesn't matter. Forgg can just walk right into his base, not even able to do any damage. Most of the Dragoons have already gone down. There's some Vultures left, or some Zealots left, and that's about it. Eventually those will go down as well, and Forgg can honestly just unsiege and pile drive right into Guemchi's base at this point. We got some Goliaths being finally brought into the fray as well, and I guess it was a good last play. I guess it was something. There's GG from Guemchi. Guemchi goes down. So Forgg getting 2 kills already. Guemchi and Sulky, and I don't like this lineup from Woongjin Stars. I would have preferred to see Free in this position, or if you're going to go PVT, or even Quandra. I don't like the play of Guemchi, even though he has been playing well for you in the Winners League. I think that was almost like a prayer being thrown out there. What Guemchi's been doing recently, been taking out lots of good players, so we'll just throw him out, hope he can stay out on a roll. But Forgg just called his number with that early CC to counter the 12 next, and absolutely just took him down economically after that. Just mackered up a bigger force, and nothing Guemchi could do. So Guemchi goes down. We're going on to the third set. KT Rolster up 2-0 over Woongjin Stars.